Hey folks, Handy Andy on location in Toronto, Ontario for Microsoft's Copilot event, and I'm joined with a very special guest, David Beauchemin. He is the director of
Cloud and AI.
Cloud and AI. So this is the man I need to talk to about Copilot. Dave, we know the future of work is changing, and it's changing at an exponential rate. Microsoft Copilot, powered by Chat GPT. A lot of people use Chat GPT. Why do they have to use Copilot instead?
For me, I think the greatest thing with Copilot is that all the permissions, the security, the context of your work environment flows through into Copilot.
Yeah.
So think of your Word documents, your Excel spreadsheets, who you are in Teams, all that information now gets absorbed into the context when you use Copilot.
So especially when you have Microsoft 365 and you have all of that data inside there, typically in the old days, we would have to look through that, check our emails, and try to remember it. Now, you can do all that with Copilot.
Absolutely. Like, one of the things I find is really cool, I start my workday and say, what are the top 3 things I need to pay attention to?
Yeah.
Did I miss an email? Did I miss a chat? Did I miss something from my boss? Not good. So looking for those things through Copilot helps me just accelerate the work.
And the thing is, Dave, is a lot of people are using it and they're typing it, but now it's all about voice.
Absolutely. I think voice is going to change the way we interact with a computer, because now I don't necessarily need to type everything in. It's such a much more natural flow.
Yeah.
I just say, this is what I'm looking for. Can you find this for me? And it responds in a natural interaction like I'd have with a person.
And it's not just about the computer. Copilot can be on your phone as well.
Absolutely. I use it on my phone all the time.
Yeah.
Same thing, has the context. I tell it, hey, I have this idea. I need to respond to this customer.
Yeah.
I need to respond to this email, draft something, send it out.
Okay, the big thing I want to talk about, agentic AI. For people out there who don't know what that is, can you explain it in a layman's term?
I think of agentic as automation.
Yeah.
So if I want to automate a task that I might do, for example, like look through my emails, prepare a spreadsheet, reconcile invoices if I'm working on some financial data, I can automate that with an agent,
Yeah.
but I can program it or tell it what to do just by typing out what I want.
Yeah.
That's the big switch.
And so you guys actually have Copilot Studio to create agents from scratch. How hard? Like, do I have to be a computer scientist to be able to do that?
No, this is what's so cool. Now you can just type in and say, this is what I want from my agent. So you type it in just like you would anything else, just like you type in a prompt into Copilot, say, this is what I want, this is what I want from my agent,
Yeah.
automate this, get me these results.
Yeah.
Boom, you're done.
Let's talk about Excel, okay? We were talking before. I was really good at Excel when I was doing my MBA. It's been a minute, and it's not like riding a bicycle. Can Copilot be my Excel expert?
100%. I just bought a new house 2 years ago. I needed to figure out what the calculation was or the formula in Excel
Yeah.
for mortgage rates, compounded. I can never remember.
Oh my God, that would be so hard.
Copilot helped to the rescue. It told me right away what the formula was, analyzed my data. It told me, hey, you have some issues with this spreadsheet. You did this calculation wrong. Here's what I suggest as a correction.
You know, the thing I remember when I was doing my MBA is like you have a spreadsheet and now you got to make it visual.
Right.
Can Copilot take data and make it visual so that if you're doing a presentation, pie charts or what have you?
100%. You can create reports, and then you can bring those reports into your PowerPoint presentation. And then you have all the data underlying is still there. So now with your report, you can bring it into a PowerPoint if you need to have an executive presentation, you want to put that together with a nice bow around it, and PowerPoint can create based on your designs, and if you want, based on your corporate designs as well.
Yeah. Thing I got to talk to you about, privacy. A lot of people are using Chat GPT. They're uploading their documents from their small businesses. And I tell people, you have to, I get it. I get that you want that data, but you're kind of giving your data away, and your competitors now get that. With Copilot, I understand that you have like privacy secured, so it does not leave yourself, right?
Absolutely. Privacy, security are built in.
Yeah.
So it's your own private environment for your own workspace for your company.
Yeah.
So everything that you put within Copilot, all the data that you put in stays within your company's data. And that data belongs to you. It's your information, it's your data, it's confidential.
For the young people out there, right? You've been in the tech industry for a minute, so have I, in different roles.
Yeah.
But like, what advice do you give for young people? Because like a lot of people are scared. They're like, oh, the jobs are gone. But I always thought that, you know, the glass is half empty or it's half full.
Yeah.
And this is like the best time to basically start a business, especially with agentic AI, because you could have staff without actually having to pay them.
Yeah. We're in the era of disruption, right?
Yeah.
And whenever disruption happens, opportunity opens. So especially for people who are starting out, try it out. Try out the tools. They're much easier than you think. You can then create like a website based on a couple of prompts. You can learn to code based on a couple of prompts. You don't need to know everything you used to need to know. You could just have the agent, the Copilot, do it for you.
So let's say that somebody out there wants to use Copilot, but they're not, like they've used Chat GPT a little bit, they're familiar with it. How do they become, do you guys have any like training programs online that people can get up in front? You must have something out there.
Absolutely, we have this great thing called the AI Skills Navigator. You can look through based on the path. So if you want to be like a business AI lead, or you want to become proficient in development, or you want to become an AI engineer, whatever the type of learning you want to do, we'll guide you through and give you a suggested learning path and a curriculum.
So is the Windows button gone? Is it now Copilot? That's the new button?
The Copilot button is on the keyboard, on Surface. I love it. Like press that button, automatic Copilot shows up. To me, that's the coolest thing.
It's so, like, even you, like, you must know, like, just how fast things are happening right now, right? It's kind of daunting. What do you think the future is heading in terms of work? Is it all agentic AI? Like, because like, there's a lot of jobs. People are always worried of jobs being displaced, but there's going to be new jobs. So are we all going to be like prompt engineers? Is that what you see in the future?
Well, I think if you look back a year ago, everybody thought prompt engineering was the great thing. And you still do need to learn to prompt. I think what has changed is these agents are getting smarter and smarter. Copilot's getting better. So I often say the experience you have today is the worst experience you're ever going to have with Copilot, because it's going to get so much better. So it's moving really fast. So there's a variety of new opportunities opening up. People can try stuff out.
And you know, I always tell people this, I'm like, AI right now is the worst it will ever be, right?
Absolutely.
And we think it's powerful now, but think about in 5 years. Where do you see Copilot in the future?
Well, I think we always underestimate the change that's going to happen in 5 years, and we overestimate what's going to happen in 2 or 3. So it's a series of turns and changes that are going to happen over the next few years. I think what's really cool is we're rethinking their interaction with a computer. It used to be a constrained UI interaction. You'd have to click buttons, press things to get what you want. Now you can express yourself in a natural language way. Say, this is what I want. Can I get a response? Can I get the information? Can I find what I need for my workday? It's completely changing the way we interact with technology and making us so much more productive.
Let's talk about the back end, okay? We know that Microsoft had been a big investment in OpenAI. So is it just Chat GPT that's powering Copilot?
No, within Copilot, we have most of the experiences with Chat GPT, but we do have other agents available or other models that are becoming available. The idea is we're trying to serve the best experience. So what we're trying to do with Copilot is the best experience comes up based on what you're asking them.
So you don't have to have like multiple browsers with each different type of AI. Copilot will find the best one for what you need it for. And that really just saves a lot of time, rather than have to be like, let me try it on this one, let me try the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if people want to get more information about Copilot, say they understand, okay, I need to learn these skills if I want to advance in my career, where do they go? Like, what advice do you give them? Where do they start?
I always start by trying it out. Anything in technology is built on curiosity. If you're curious, you follow kind of that little thread in your mind. It's like, sometimes we call it the red thread, right? Just keep pulling the thread, try stuff out. As you try stuff out, you'll learn, and naturally you'll learn where there are things that you need to improve on, where you're weak, where you're a little stronger, and then complement that with training. There's so much training available, so many courses available. Take the courses, try stuff out, be curious, go for it. And never stop learning. Absolutely. You can't, even someone like yourself, an expert, you're probably learning new skills all the time. We have a lot of learning at Microsoft that's required, and then there's a lot of optional training. And I always tell my team, and I apply the same advice to myself, if you're not always learning, you're falling behind. But that's technology, that's what makes it cool, that's what makes it fun. Yes, exactly. And that's like, folks, do not be intimidated by AI. Embrace it. This is the future of work. Everything is changing, and if you're at the forefront, you're gonna excel in your career. Absolutely. There's so many possibilities opening up. As you start with models, as people are starting, if they're starting in a new job, or if they want to try out a new opportunity to get into tech, try it out. There's lots and lots of opportunities. Folks, don't just open up Chat GPT and use it. Now, what you have to do is get a new laptop with that Copilot button, press it, and you still get the Chat GPT experience, except you get that security, that privacy, and it's all within your Office 365 environment. Totally. Dave, thanks so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you. I'm Handy Andy, signing out. See you again next time.